What's going on? So I ain't had no problem with Rob Parker just tearing into LeBron James's behind about hooking up Bronny James with the Lakers. I had no problem with it at all. I wonder if LeBron's gonna come at Rob Parker like he did at Stephen A. Smith. Come at everybody, LeBron, because your son ain't got no business playing. People talking about nepotism and the hookups. No, he don't belong playing. That cost them a playoff run. That cost them a spot. Maybe they get Malik Williams. Maybe they're able to make that move with Charlotte in hindsight if they ain't stuck with a scrub who had no business playing. Riding the pine, being 8 to 12 on the bench. JJ Ridiculous had to hold himself back. You can't call nobody a plumber, a janitor, a bouncer, a beer vendor, or a magician when you stuck with it on the team. How can you disrespect 60s and 70s players when Bronny James has got a roster spot, $7 million guarantee? Rob Parker had every right to tear in his behind. LeBron James made a mockery of the thing. He was right. Michael Jordan could have put his sons on there and said, hey, y'all want to play out on the team. He wasn't going to do nothing ridiculous like that. It's one thing as to loving your children and holding them accountable, in high regard. It's another when you pimping and pandering when you know they don't belong. They don't belong. Bronny need to be playing college ball for at least 3 years. And maybe he comes out to the G League. Maybe by his, couple years, right? G League, ride it out. He ain't no grown man playing pro ball. You got to bring a lot more. Now, I ain't got nothing to do with Bronny on the personal. So I think Bronny is a remarkable young man. What he had overcome with personal health. I've already said that. But as far as playing on the NBA, are you kidding me? Is this like some broke movie, the Damon Wayans, the Sixth Man, or some kind of make-believe movie? Bronny James ain't even Air Bud level. Maybe he could be in a movie with Air Bud. I don't know who would win. But not to be playing where you taking a roster spot. Rob Parker. Now, Rob is half on point. That whole LeBron being the second best player nonsense needs to stop. You'd be more pressed if you said he was a 12th best player ever. I might, somewhere between 10 to 12, I'll give you that. But this number 2 mess is embarrassing. Because even if you held that kind of craziness to say that audacity, do you think that anybody else that's a top 10 NBA player would push their children to play ball when they know they suck and they not ready? You know how embarrassing it is to have to lose a roster spot to someone who just doesn't belong? And that is the sad reality. That's the sad reality. That's why I don't feel sorry for the Lakers, and I hope they continue to stink. Because as long as Bronny James is on there, that's how you know JJ